Hello, everybody. Thank you for having us today. My name is Narian, as you introduced. Thank you. And yeah, we are for Pointsharp. Pointsharp is a European-based group of companies who are developing different software solutions out of the security area. And together, yeah, a big market is the healthcare area, because patients' data, we heard it before from previous speakers, that the importance of the patient's data and the data itself, it's really important. So yeah, we are for the security, so we secure these data. And yeah. First of all, why we are here? We are here because of this dramatic development and the fact that there are a lot of organizations out there who run a high level risk of being affected of someone or something. And but why could that be? Mostly, for sure, due to bad, insufficient, and not coordinated security software and infrastructure. Today, we would like to tell you a short story, how we think could it be, a small story from a hospital. And with this, I'm handing over to Andreas.
Yes, thank you. And actually, it's a true story. I'm from Sweden and worked a lot in the Nordics with the healthcare region for 15 years. So in this example, we have a nurse. We call her Hannah, because Hannah could also be someone in the German market and the hospitals. They have the same situation and the same kind of issues and bottlenecks that we can solve in a good workflow. So if we go in the example with Hannah, she's going to authenticate to the hospital and open doors to go into the entrance, and she will use a hardware-based token. And now we're into the user authentication part. Hardware-based token could be a mobile app, a security key, and in this example I will talk about the first hardware-based token, that is a smart card. With a smart card, as mentioned, she can open the doors, start her shift in the morning, going into the entrance. She can also register that she starts the working day with the card. And summary, with this hardware-based token, a smart card, she can also have a visual ID. So in the real life, she can show and prove that she is the nurse, Hannah. And she can pay at the restaurant. She can also log on to devices and applications, what we're also going to talk about in this session. This smart card, I will not go into the technical details, but it contains a certificate that is connected to her as a user in the system. So in other words, a card to everything. And the solution behind is something that we call passwordless. Some call it multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that we secure the chain from the user to the device and to the applications. So that is a start for Hannah in the working day. During her working day, she often go around different patients, and in the healthcare and the hospital's organization, she can find workplaces. And now she have something that she needs to do on the computer. She will then go for the nearby workplace. She will insert her smart card, in this example, in an integrated or external card reader. She will enter her unique security code, and she will log on to the device. Automatically, her configured application will open. And so she's not only secured log on to the device, she also automatically opened the applications. So it's a feature called single sign-on. She will see all the applications that she is allowed to open, and when you click on one, it will automatically open.
Perfect. In this personalized app portal, she has all her relevant applications, doesn't matter where they are running. So you're able to implement on-premise solutions, cloud solutions. You have a hybrid infrastructure. So you need all applications with this single sign-on feature reachable for HANA in this example. Yeah, there is for example, she can use her mail client Outlook. So she opens Outlook, goes directly to her mail client, and there is this new feature called CryptShare, something for secure communication. A small plugin who prevent her for doing mistakes because of her bad IT knowledge or not existing knowledge about GDPR issues and some other regulations we have. Because there is a little helper in the background, something like a small watchdog, who always controls what she's trying to send. So the content always in the background will check itself by this solution. And maybe if there is a trigger, find something like personal data, birth date, there are patient status in it. So the tool activate itself. She's just sending an email, but in the background, there is a workflow running who secure this transfer and not sending an email, just sending it through a different portal we configured. So there are some patients' data to send. We have different challenges to face. In this scenario, we edited some personal data of a patient and need to send these to a private doctor, for example. We have no idea what the private doctor is using for a system. But we need a channel, a secure channel to transfer these data to this private doctor. And So in the past, she collected a big mountain of paper, burned a CD, something like this, and sent it via post to this special doctor. Now she takes all information in an email, put documents inside, attached, and the system activated itself over the transfer manager, like you can see in the sidebar. And she's able to send just an email to a private doctor, but on a secured channel, and the private doctor is able to reach all these information without any fear of having a risk of GDPR issues or security issues, and need no installation, nothing for it, just the browser and the internet connection to get all this information. So this is super relaxing because we can build email classifications. They who are named after the use case. So we have an email classification who's named patient's data. So we click on patient's data, put a patient's data in it, and send just an email. And in the background, the magic happens. But Hannah, has no idea what is happening in the background because we configured everything in before. So we are fully flexible in our daily work. Now we have the use case. We want to send something really big and sensitive like an X-ray. She clicks on the classification, for example, X-ray, how we configured. And in this moment, we have no size limit at all in our mail client. That's really easy because she is able to send amounts of data, like terabytes of data, direct out of the mail on a secured channel to anyone else. So in this use case, it's really easy because she just has to understand the email, and everyone understand the email. So we solve the problems she have in her good known environment. Now she must go to the patient. She has her smart card, pulls it out of the card reader, and in this moment, the working station, she gets up and the device automatically cleaned. She's logged out of all applications of the device, and on the device there are no datas. There are still no datas. So because of the zero footprint technology, is taken care automatically in the background without any data on the local computer. Nobody can make bad stuff with her previous work. And now she grabs a tablet and goes to the patient. For the login, for the mobile device, she has different options she can use. So from the administrational side, we have no limitation. So what type of token we are using, hardware, software, Face ID, doesn't matter. We have a lot of options to use. And it doesn't matter what operating system we are using too. This is really important because we have the opportunity to edit and onboard really complex structures you have in the organizations, and not one type of certificate, one type of token or operating system. So she grabs the tablet, goes to the patient, log in to the mobile device, everything is okay. There's a patient who had complications during the night shift. In this scenario, she wants to document everything in a good way, because it's really good for every step after, for the aftercare, to document this really well, because we need all details what happened during the night shift. So she can document everything, make her notes, make some photos of the patient and of the situation, and put everything in her hospital software. Afterwards, she just press save or send and forward it. In the background, a workflow can be triggered, something like an action-triggered process we can automate with this software. So we put the patient's data in our hospital software, press enter, and in the background, different recipients will get an encrypted copy of this information. We can choose in the previous configuration who will get what when we do what. So we are able to configure complex workflows and processes in a fully secured, automated way. So you are able to save time and money in this scenario. Yeah.
So going further, Hannah, from the patient, have a request to print a paper copy, what has been done. And to do that, Hannah is using the security key now, the physical token. As mentioned before, it's a lot of purposes and options when you use a hardware-based token. In this case, she will print to the closest printer. So she starts the print job and go to the nearby printer. She will tap her hardware-based token to get the printer out. This is also a secure way to get her printing out, so nobody else can see the printing, and she will bring that paper copy and give it to the patient. So with secure workflows and easy to use, she will save a lot of time, and that time could be spent on the patient instead. So this is how we imagine secure and future digital workspace. And this is Hannah is actually a real person that we have been followed for a long time with different workflows to save time. And this is a solution independent of system barriers, complicated IT and bumpy processes. We support just these topics and focus on first user perspective and maximum potential personalization and security. And we are happy to discuss more in the roundtable and show more workflows and also discuss your use cases and what you're looking for in a healthcare environment.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for attending.